Hello and welcome to Nirma Bank, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Hiral Daria. We have with us Ria Singh, technical analyst, currencies joining in. Good morning, Ria, and welcome to the show. My first question coming to you is with regards to where the Indian rupee is concerned. Overall, if you go to see, uh, I mean, there has been a sharp fall against the US dollar earlier, but currently, in terms of what's happening with the rupee, there is a bounce back that is coming in. What do you make of this bounce back?
Uh, Good morning, Hiral. So, if you look at the current momentum, I think the weakness that we are seeing is mostly contributed by the U.S.-China tensions that is going on. There has been news that the borders has been violated. There has been a clash between the Indian and the Chinese troops in the unmarked border along the Indian region of Ladakh. So, and there have been reports that firstly there was around 3 soldiers that have died yesterday, but now the toll is rising to nearer 20. So I think the China situation and the escalations between the countries have resulted into the dampening confidence into the Indian rupee. So this is what is actually marking the rise into the rupee, which we saw yesterday going beyond 76.20 for the sessions. So I think this is a more contributing factor right now, because if you look at the other factors to the trade factors, the you know the for the month of May, it has been a better month, though the exports have contracted, but we have a good forex reserves. It is building up and is at a good records. So, moreover, I think looking forward, uh, if these factors worsens more the China and India situation, because if you look at the spot level yesterday, it has been marking the levels of 76.20. Uh, our international market closed, at 76.70 for the Indian rupee, even for the domestic trade. So I think we can definitely see some green shoots that will happen in the rupee for the today's sessions. But uh, to be talking fairly, I think the maximum upside that we can expect is 76. 76.50, 76.70. We are not seeing weakening the rupee much further. But of course, this new rising tensions between the two neighboring countries is something to be worried about.
Right. So with this, how do you see what's going to happen with the dollar as well? Because what's happening is the currency, if you see in terms of the dollar, actually initially soared, and this was mainly because investors were piling into safe haven assets, and this was pretty much at the start of the COVID-19 pandemic. Yet, if you see in terms of the dollar, that has fallen under new pressure in the recent weeks. Uh, the likelihood of rates remaining, near zero for years, with that you are looking at heavy government borrowing and significant macro imbalances. Do you think with all of this, there is a chance that the currency could be pulled, say from its pedestal?
Yes. So, if you look at the performance of the dollar, particularly, yes, the safe haven did rise. There has been some, positivity that we have seen into the dollar as well. Because if you look at the US data that have come in, the US retail sales data, it has jumped for the month of May, and has recorded double the forecast which was there, because the forecast was very damning due to the pandemic situation. So the sales have soared around 17.7% from the prior month. The most positive data that we are seeing right now, falling a revise of 14.17% slump for the that we have seen in April for the US sales data. Also, there has been quite a appetite for the dollar that is coming in from the Bank of Japan as well. Various banks are doing their swaps. There has been a good amount of rollover swaps that has been happening. The Japanese bank themselves have rolled around 17 million billion dollars, or in a further greatly reduced reliance, whether there will be Fed's emergency facility available or not. So they are going a step ahead of it, and rolling over the dollar swaps. Bank of Japan have done a little over 30.3 billion in 84 day swaps. So I think there is some dollar appetite that we are seeing in the banks right now. But going forward, I think the lockdown measures that have been relaxing, and the word coming in from the Dallas president of the Fed, Kaplan, there has been some positive news that are coming in, that there has been a relaxation, there has been pickup in the economy. So if the numbers improve, I think dollar can lose its momentum, and it can calm down a bit from its highs that we are seeing right now.
Right. So with this, what's the role of dollar that we are seeing with regards to the rupee weakness?
Yes, so I think the flow that we are seeing into the rupee weakness, like I said, is majorly due to the trade tensions. But uh, uh, the dollar will not be much of a, I think dollar will be weakening. So it will actually be contributing to the strength of the rupee rather than weakening of the rupee, because of the various factors that we just discussed. So taking into consideration, it will be quite a range bound factor that will be happening for the rupee, because we are talking about even the RBI coming into the play and not letting the rupee to depreciate much further than the 76 70 76 80 levels. We have seen this happening into the past sessions as well. When we were predicting, when the dollar index was beyond 99 100 levels, but we were not seeing rupee depreciating to 78 levels itself, which should be at the actual course of path for the rupee. It should be at 78, but that was not happening. So we can definitely see the RBI coming to rescue the rupee and curbing the depreciation for the rupee. So I think going forward, even if the dollar weakens much, we are, or gains momentum as a safe haven further. I think we can definitely see the last higher highs, but I don't think so. It will go beyond 76, 80 levels for the rupee.
Right. So what are the strategies that you would want to recommend for today?
The strategies, I think, be cautious for the rupee. Rupee will be a good trade for today, but I will recommend, to be cautious in all the pair for the today, because we have seen quite a reversal momentum in all the pair due to these border tensions. So I think going forward, let me just share my screen. Uh, Hiral, can you just, let me share the screen?
Sure.
Yes, so if you look at the USD INR chart, we are seeing quite a quite a pull between the bear and the bull, because of the shadows that has formed on either side of the green candle. We are seeing quite a resistance on the higher side, like we said. I think going forward, if there is an open above 76.25, which it has been resisting for the past three sessions. Hello.
Yes, go on, Ria.
Yeah. So if you see, from the past three sessions, 76.25 has been a very crucial resistance into the pair. So if you see an open above 76.25, definitely go for a long into the rupee for the 76 40, 76.50 levels, or go for a long from the lower lows. Uh, I think going long will be a better strategy for the rupee into the coming sessions. If you see an open, on a positive note of above 7625, you can also go for a call of 7625 into the rupee for the today's sessions. The next strategy that we can look for is the pound. I think pound will gain some of the momentum because of the recent development in the talks. Though there has been not much, but the extension with the extension, I think there will not be much of the extension because they have not applied for one yet. So July will be a month to watch. So I think there will be some positivity and reversal that we can see in the pound. So I think going long in the pound above 96.50 will be a good strategy for the target of 96.75, 96.85 in the coming sessions. So follow these two strategies for the today's sessions.
Right. So these will be two strategies that we should be looking at as well with regards to where the currency market goes. Thank you, Ria. Thank you so much for joining in as well and helping us with strategies and the understanding with regards to where the dollar index and the rupee are concerned. Thank you so much.